Quick question for Theo James. I'm a big fan, actually, of your singing. So I know you have a band. Are you going to be doing any of that lately?
I thought you were about to ask me to sing. I was like,
I was,
will.
but
No.
in reference to Divergent. Do you do that in Divergent? Okay, thank you.
Yes, no, that is part of my, yes, I do, on the side, I like to do that. That is kind of something I've done since I was very young, and I did music at college, and that's part of my thing. So, yeah, and it's a good way to kind of purge yourself of one kind of work sphere and dive into something else.
It's an a cappella group, right?
Yeah, a cappella hip-hop, Euro house beats. I just dance naked in red hot pants, but it's kind of...
Guys, we only have time for 2 more questions. I think people already put their hands up.
You're ruining this panel.
Okay, so this is for Veronica.
Sorry, what?
I'm Kyle from Hypable, and I was just curious, when you were writing the book and you were like taking part of this whole process, is there any particular scene in the movie that was so familiar to the book in the way that you imagined it? Like, is there something special that you just loved that they did with the movie?
The scene that felt the most familiar was the Ferris wheel scene, because it was the Ferris wheel that is in Chicago that I wrote about. That Ferris wheel, they were climbing that Ferris wheel on the ladder that I researched to make sure it was there. And it's like, oh, this is exactly right. I mean, a lot of it felt very, very familiar because, as Neil said, I mean, it's very faithful. I was trying to think of pivotal scenes that had been cut the other day, and I was like, I don't really think I can remember any. So, yeah.
Joel Amos from Movie Fanatic. My question is for Shailene and Theo. Now that you just finished filming, literally just the other day, and it may be hard to choose, but was there a best day on set, and what was it?
My favorite day was the Well, there was a lot of good days, man, to be honest. But the Ferris wheel day was pretty special. It was a night shoot, and we climbed this Ferris wheel for probably 12 hours, 13 hours, 12 hours straight.
Yeah.
From
in the middle of the night.
In the middle of the night, and it was also it was the full moon, and it was the first super moon of the year, which I'm such a geek over.
And it was about 38 degrees out as well.
It was so beautiful, and we got to watch the moon go across. It was just a magical moment in life. And how often do you get to climb a Ferris wheel? You never do. So that was probably one of my favorite moments of life.
Wow, that's awesome. It was very special. I'd say mine was the kind of climatic scene of the movie is when Four has been put under this serum, and he's not himself, and Tris, she comes to basically, she comes to save the day, and then there's a fight scene between them, and then she essentially wakes him up through love. It sounds kind of, but it was a very powerful scene, and we were both sweating, and I had my hands round Tris. Shays, I'm getting confused. They're so similar around her neck, and there's this moment where we just connect, and it felt very real, and it's also a great way of adding emotionality to a big action set piece, and I think it's going to be a really beautiful part of the movie.
I agree.
All right. Thank you all very much. And
Thanks,
our
guys.
panelists, stand over here real quick for a photo for everyone down here.
Where are you going?
Talk to the audio guy real quick.
Yeah.